Yeah, yeah.
Check, check.
What's the word?
One,
What's the
two.
word, y'all? You know what it is. I am Words Illa, aka Drew Skills, aka Ill doing it too. And this is the Words Illa podcast. And of course, you know who's here with me again,
Yo,
as
yo, yo,
always.
yo. What up, man? It's DBL, aka the Baker.
You know what I'm
L
saying?
doing it three. We ain't doing all the long shit
Yeah,
today.
yeah. Nah, we doing a quick turnaround, guys. You know what I'm saying? We breaking the fourth wall for a second. You know, this is a quick turnaround. We usually do the
True.
recording on like Thursdays most of the time, or around a Thursday. And
Yeah,
it's now Monday, and
yeah,
we're here turning it around from past Thursday. So it is what it is, man. You know what I'm saying? We just got to keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? There's plenty of stuff to talk
yeah,
about. As we
yeah,
said before, you know, the world is always turning and
yeah, yeah.
something is always going awry.
All the time.
And something is always crazy and interesting happening. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Humans, man. I don't know. But anyways, man, so what you been up to in the last few
uh,
days since
yeah. In
the
the last
last
few
pod?
days, it's just been Actually had a weekend off. I don't get a
Oh,
lot of with
word,
the work that I do.
word.
Won't get into that details of that, but yeah, nah.
Yeah.
I enjoyed the weekend, man. Prepped up for my son's birthday. You know what I'm
Oh yeah,
saying?
that was the day,
Yeah, yeah,
man.
yeah.
Yeah.
My
Big
oldest turned
9.
9. You know what I mean? Divine. You
You
know
know
what
what
I
I'm
mean?
saying? The number of completion.
Word
You know what
up.
I'm saying?
You know what I
That
mean? So
means he's getting ready for a new sector in life after this year. You know
yeah,
what I'm saying?
word. And I I guess I'm exposing a little bit, but I keep track because he's the way I keep track of how long I've been married.
Oh snap!
You know
He's
what I'm
the
saying?
marker.
He's the marker.
Yeah, he's the
You know what I'm
marker.
saying? So
That's
I'll
true.
be 9 years in January. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Married to my beautiful wife Tiffany. Shout out to Tiffany.
Yeah, that's
You
what's
know what I'm
up,
saying?
man. Yeah, that's crazy,
But yeah,
man.
man. So that's my weekend.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
What's
I
going on
came.
with you, man?
Yeah, I came over there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, word up.
Dropped off some Nerf guns. You know what I'm saying? So they
Yeah,
could
they went crazy for
go crazy.
the since you left. It didn't stop. We had to force them to stop.
Yo, put the guns
Yeah,
down.
yeah, it got nasty.
Yeah.
Tempers were flaring.
Oh man, they
It
was
was nuts.
heated. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
that's young boys, man. That's what they do, man. You
Yeah,
know what I mean? They get it in. They go crazy with it.
yeah,
You
man.
know what I mean?
Indeed.
But oh shit, what I've been up to, man. Well, we talked about it in the last pod for a moment. We said we were gonna record a video
Yeah,
for You Gotta Serve, and so we did. That
we
Saturday
did.
morning,
We
went
did.
early. Up here to Mount Trashmore, out here in Virginia Beach. The Baker was doing the camera
Yeah,
work. You know
yeah.
what I mean?
Trying my hand,
That was dope, man. You know what I'm saying? And it was just a shot I felt like was dope, man. Of course, it could be, better if I had a better piece of equipment, you know what I'm saying? But the camera itself is good. And I
Yeah,
think
yeah, yeah.
the Baker did great, man. You know
Oh
what I'm
man, thank you,
saying?
man.
We got some good shots. I
Hey,
haven't had the
man.
chance. I
It's
had,
easy when the the product and the material was as good as it was anyway. You know what I mean? So
yeah, yeah.
you
One
know,
hand washes the
yeah,
other.
you know what I'm saying?
and
Culmination of things.
yeah, man, it was dope, man. Yeah, so I had to update the program I was using, and that was like giving me some trouble.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah,
that's
you
why I
said
had.
that you got a little headache from that shit.
Yeah,
That's some
man.
bullshit.
It's just because I don't have the best program as the top of the line yet. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? I don't have it yet. You know what I'm saying? But I'm using what I can, and this program is good, and I've been able to get a lot of good out of it. And I feel like content at this point should be personalized to you anyway. So, whatever elements you can add to it that give it a feel that's like who you are, and you can sense it. There's something that happens when a person holds the camera. So there's an element of you that's gonna be in the video, even though you're not in the video,
yeah,
because of just your choices to do whatever you did, what you chose to record, the things that you chose to capture. Like, I think sometimes for me, this is like some mystical shit. I just be thinking about like how, you're capturing literally time. You know what
yeah.
I'm saying? And it's saved forever.
Word.
Literally, I have images, moving images of a time frame that is gone forever.
Hmm.
We can never go back to that Saturday morning and be at that place doing the
Yeah,
same
word.
exact thing ever again. It's gone forever. But it's really not though, because I can see it. You know what I'm saying? So it's such a weird thing that, and it's not me, but it is me. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? It's a version of me, you know what I'm saying? But it's
yeah,
not me now,
yeah.
So it's a weird thing what video is, and just how
Ugh.
there's a level of like you
I
gotta
got the
like
chills, cuz.
nah, but that's what happens when you see like those. I don't know if you ever watch any of those. It's that time of the month, or time of the year, I should
Yeah,
say.
yeah,
I
yeah.
should say, scary movies and shit,
Oh
and
yeah.
ghost hunter shows and all that. Like, I don't know if you ever watched any of those like ghost hunter shows or anything, but video shows a lot. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There's different things that video can pick up. I don't know. Some things can be faked, I guess, but there's certain elements that there's been too many stories in
Yeah,
history
yeah, yeah.
about people who have had experiences where through video they saw certain things that they didn't see
Mhm.
when they were there in the moment. You know what I'm saying? And so that's why I just always think about, especially what a camera is, and like the mind that went into making the first camera, and like now what cameras, I'm sorry, can't even talk, are able to do now, like the frame rates that we can go up to.
Yeah.
I watched a clip on YouTube. Some scientists, they do really super slow mo of things like
Mhm.
exploding and shit like that. Um, and they went to go get to see the fastest camera, which can pick up a picture of light.
Mm.
That's how many
Oh,
frames per second it goes. It can pick up light.
that's tough.
Like that's
The speed of light is
yeah,
fucking fast.
exactly,
if you don't know.
exactly.
Yeah, that's
Because
tight.
they have a camera. The guys who do their show were saying they have a camera. I think that goes up to like 500,000 frames per second.
Damn.
So the camera that they have that captures the light. Imagine how fast
Yeah,
that
yeah.
is. You know what I'm saying? Like it's such a big contraption. Like it's like in a room. They have to like cut the lights out. You know what I'm saying? And like they put a bottle of water in between like these two like little access points and shit. And then they start up this machine and it shoots light through it. And then they take a picture like, or they start running the camera
Yeah.
and then they shoot the light through it so you can actually see when the light enters into the bottle.
Damn. That's tough.
Yeah. So, anyways, but yeah, with the videos, man, that was dope, man. You got a chance to get a handle on the camera for a little while,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
so we're all kind of passing it around and trying to learn some things. And because you were talking about a video that you got, and you said you just wrote something that was
Yeah.
written to have a video for it. So, again, the energy is the creative juices. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying
yeah.
are there.
Absolutely.
So yeah, man. Uh, Other than that, man, I don't know. I didn't really do much since,
Since
other than,
Thursday.
yeah, exactly, since Thursday, right? I mean, chilled for the weekend. Diz was here. Shouts out Diz. You know what I'm
Shouts out
saying?
Diz.
We did something for him. I think I'm not sure if what he's gonna do with it or not, but we sat and talked a little bit about like scary movies and scary
Word.
movie characters and stuff. But yeah,
Dope.
that was a bit about it. Yeah, for my weekend.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. So, what's up, man?
shit,
What's
man.
the word?
What's the word, man? Shit, man. I don't know. With Halloween coming, do you celebrate Halloween at your house? Are y'all still doing that? I mean,
Yeah, it's up in the air right now, cause I don't
because I know
know.
with all this stuff
Yeah, with
going
this
on,
COVID stuff,
yeah,
not really sure all the rules, and
yeah. What are they
I've been
telling
hearing
people?
though that they're gonna allow trick or treating door to door as long as you wear masks and
Oh,
the
that's
people
fine.
who pass
Everybody's
out
wearing
can't.
masks anyways.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, yeah.
'cause
Well,
it's Halloween.
mask
I
under
know
the
what you
mask.
mean. I know what
Yeah,
you mean.
you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, yeah,
The protective mask
yeah.
under
Right.
the
I
scary
feel you.
mask or whatever the case.
Uh,
So I'm thinking about that, or my son said something about the trunk or treats, or there's been a couple. We missed the registration for Lowe's. Lowe's was doing something, and they were gonna, but it got booked up so fast. I don't even know what the details were. My wife tried to get me on it, and I was.
yeah, I feel you. I feel
So
you.
yeah. But yeah, I don't know, man.
They not. Yeah, I don't know, cause you got young one.
Yeah.
So I'm sure this is all for him. Like, he's just following suit. Like
Yeah.
DJ just he's kind of like he watch everybody else.
Mm-hmm.
That's what y'all doing. All right, that's what's up.
Yeah, he did it last year, but it was like he was new to walking.
Of
last
course,
year.
of course. Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
like he wasn't into what was going on, but this year he can, he's talking and shit. So he's gonna be like trick or treat. He's ready to go.
Yo, he
Like,
could be
you know,
hyped
if
up.
that's what the case is. But if not,
Yeah.
then
I think they need,
uh,
man. Look, at this point, I mean, everybody wants to be safe, obviously.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Um, but I feel like, the candy is wrapped up. You
Yeah.
shouldn't be taking candy that's not wrapped up
Indeed.
anyways, and you should be, sanitizing your hands anyways. And if you feel like you need to take some wipes or whatever
Yeah.
and wipe down some of the candy or whatever before you say
Word.
eat it or whatever you feel like you need to do. I just feel like it's not going to be harmful because nobody's going inside anybody's houses.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like that. You're outside. That's the point of
Indeed.
it. You know what I'm saying? And you can still keep your distance. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, and I even heard something like someone said, just to keep the candy in like bowls. You know what I'm saying? Let the people grab it themselves, type shit. So that
right.
way,
Or have it pre-bagged up. You know what I'm saying? Have it already like
There you
in little
go.
bags. You know what I'm saying? For each individual, like
yeah,
take a like you bag it up. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? If you're out
yeah.
here in these streets, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
alright.
Like we said the other one. I'm not in that line of business, but if that's your thing, then that's your thing. But yeah, bag up. Do what you got to do. Get your shit right. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that way, you can serve your
serve,
your
serve the kids, serve,
serve
the
the
community.
kids with this good sugar that they
Yeah.
need in their systems. Because
Yeah.
God knows we don't get enough of it. Nah,
For the,
shit,
right for the next 2 months.
Yeah. Oh my. If you're lucky,
So,
you know what I'm saying. You got to try to ration it out, hide it and
Oh,
shit,
yeah.
and put it in like.
indeed, it could be gone in
Somewhere.
the next 2 weeks.
Yeah, they'll go ham on it.
Indeed.
You leave it up to them, they'll get sick one day because they'll eat half the candy. You see them over in the corner. What'd you do? Shit, you ate all the chocolate. I knew it.
Yep.
I knew it. I knew you was gonna do that
Fact,
shit.
yo.
Oh man. But yo, I don't know. I don't really watch sports, but of course I'm not dumb enough to not know.
Yeah.
Obviously that the Lakers won. You know what I'm
Lakers,
saying?
them Lakers.
They won the championship.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? In the bubble. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Doing their thing. You know what I mean? LeBron said put his respect on his name. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah, man.
That's what he said. He said, I need
Hell
my
yeah, man.
respect. You know what I mean? They out here talking reckless about
I mean, listen, I was a fan of the Lakers before Bron. I'll be a fan
Right.
of the Lakers after Bron.
I feel like you was a
You know what I'm
Lakers
saying?
fan, so I get it. So I mean, this is big too for for Kobe having just
Yeah, word
passed
up.
too.
Oh my god.
So
Yeah.
this is a big thing. I mean, I foresaw that was gonna be the light that was gonna shine
Yeah.
bright enough for that team to rally to make
Yeah.
this work and get the win. You know what I'm saying?
Word.
There was no doubt that they was gonna go harder than they ever have,
Yeah,
and
word.
doing to all the circumstances too. You know what I'm saying? It's like, and LeBron, of course, he goes say put respect on one name, like, yeah, with all this shit going on, we played in a bubble, and you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying, all this
everything.
crazy shit, yeah,
Pandemic.
and I still made it win. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So,
man. Shouts out to LeBron, man. Respect.
and what is he?
LeBron, man.
3-time or 4-time MVP?
Four-time.
4-time MVP.
Oh, excuse me. I don't want to miscorrect.
Yeah,
you.
I don't know.
I'm
I
not
was
sure
saying-
about the. I thought you were talking about the rings.
Yeah, no, like
I'm not
4
sure about
times. Is
the
it
MVP. Finals MVP?
Yeah, Finals MVP.
Yeah, I think so.
On 4 different or 3 different teams or 4
Three
different teams.
teams.
Yeah.
Championships on 3
Yeah.
different teams.
Yeah,
he
so
done
it's like
some
it's
things.
undeniable who he is and what he does on the court, man.
Yeah.
Like again, I'm not a sports fan, but I'm not stupid enough to not recognize what what this is. You know what I mean? You
Yeah.
know, this is a man who, and also just what he stands for outside. You know what I'm saying? Off the court, what he does and
Yeah,
how he's
word.
constantly, continuously showing love to new artists and showing love to his community, and you know what I mean? Like
Mm-hmm.
he's always doing something. So.
Yeah, that's really commendable, man. I respect him a lot for that. You know what I mean? And I don't want to, I don't want to sound like I'm throwing no shade, but there's always these talks about the comparison between him and MJ.
Yeah, they always do
The
that.
GOAT.
They always do that. Yeah, the
The
GOAT.
great one,
The
Michael
GOAT, man.
Jordan.
Look, again,
yeah.
I still have not sat and watched every episode of that.
Oh, man.
What is this shit
The
called again?
Last
The Last
Dance.
Dance. Yeah, but
Last
everything
Dance.
I've heard about it and from what I did see, it just further proves the work ethic that he had
'Cause-
and his will and his dedication and how serious he took the game. How you could just say something and that would be enough,
Yeah.
and he would go put up 40.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Listen,
And-
dog. That's it.
Yeah.
Look at him the wrong way.
Yeah.
Yo, it was nuts, man. Piss him off, and he's gonna fucking put up 50 on you.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah. He was a different breed.
Yo, it's crazy. Me and my brother, shouts out to Beezy. We was just talking about this shit the other day. This exact conversation.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Jordan is different, man, and I think we should, just settle, agree to disagree if you
Mhm.
want. But MJ's
Right.
number one, and
Yeah.
then Braun two,
Yeah.
maybe, because niggas like me say Kobe.
Kobe. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
Kobe was raw.
The
Kobe
Mount
was
Rushmore
raw.
is not looking bad for Braun, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
He's not an MJ.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard because with time we all see what happens. You know what I'm saying? We all start to see. Of course, the game goes on, and then there's great players who have skill sets that are reminiscent of another
Mm-hmm.
player, and then you start saying put them in the same conversation, and a lot of that becomes something that's outside of the control of the player that people are using and
Yeah,
comparing him with. It's like he didn't ask for this. You know what I'm saying? Yes,
indeed.
he is influenced by this person. He plays the game and he does hard work, whatever. But it's a lot of stuff that goes into it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And yeah, I just think like you
I
said,
agree. I don't
LeBron
think.
is LeBron is a great player, but again, just thinking about all of the things that Jordan did,
Yeah,
as far as like the consistency with the same team, how many rings he did with one team, and how he just
yeah.
endlessly day in and day out was like he he breathed, sweat,
Mm-hmm.
ate shit. It was nothing but basketball.
Basketball, man. Yeah,
Once
man.
he got on, he was on. He was like,
Yeah,
now I'm on. It's over. I'm on.
yeah,
That's it.
yeah.
You
Once
know.
he got that squad around him, man, there wasn't no stopping them dudes, man.
Yeah.
Like, but not to
And that was a
again,
different
not to
time in the.
take away from
Yeah.
LeBron and what he's doing.
Not
The
at
dude's
all.
like awesome. You know what I'm saying? There's
Yeah.
nobody fucking with him. There's nobody like LeBron.
Yeah,
Like,
he's a
you
different
know what I
breed
mean?
too,
He's
man.
a
Look at it,
different
he's
breed too.
big, man. He's
You know what I
fucking
mean?
what 6'6".
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Like
crazy.
wingspan is fucking crazy.
Yeah,
Like
crazy.
he can jump from anywhere. Like
Yeah,
yeah, it's dangerous.
yeah,
It's dangerous. But yeah, man.
yeah.
As I said, I'm not a really
Shout
big
out to
sport.
them Lakers, boy.
Exactly, I feel
Yeah,
you, man.
needed that thing.
You know what I'm
10 years.
saying?
It's been 10 years since we
Ooh,
fucking,
really? I didn't know it was that
Yeah,
long.
brother.
I didn't know it was
Yeah,
that long.
been
Damn,
10 of them things since Kobe
that's
put it,
wild.
took us there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
Damn.
yeah, man.
That's crazy. Well, it just proves, man, the world, man, we're still advancing. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like the humans are still growing. We're still evolving, like we were talking about before when we
Yeah.
started. You know what I'm saying? You said there was what was the article?
Yeah, no, there was a headline I came across on Google. I think I don't know, it was something, but they were like humans continue to evolve. Uh, Cases shown that most humans are like growing a new artery somewhere in the body. Like
growing a new
they
art.
were pointing at the elbow, around the elbow area.
Yeah, did y'all hear his voice he got into?
Yeah, sorry.
That was tight though.
That's my reporter shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, damn. They say they got an artery in the arm.
Yeah, man, we
We
got
got
a
an
new
arm
artery.
Got an arm
Yeah.
artery. That's what's up. That's
But
tight. I don't know what it does for us. I hope it's
come on,
like
cuz.
makes us do something crazy or something.
Makes me think like
Like, what are we gonna be able to do
we
with
had a
that?
conversation before about when things are given to you for free, then we're the product, right?
Yeah.
So and then I got to thinking like, what about those, flu shots and those kinds of immunizations that are supposed to be free?
God only knows, man.
Got us growing arteries and shit.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, we gotta be careful. We get into the zone of like what Mel Gibson was like on that fucking conspiracy theory movie.
man,
Like,
yeah, man.
no, but no, for real, I feel you. Trust me. That's the levels you get to. You know what I mean? When you start thinking about, well, humans have not always been the same, and we've known that we weren't always the same. So what if somebody decided to start to just tamper with it?
Mhm.
And what better way than to say, oh, it's for a flu shot or it's for immunization from this deadly disease that we used to have when we were younger, and you know we don't know these things.
We don't know.
We don't know. We just all kind of go along, and that's what I think is like you're aware enough to know that the world is not right, but you're also aware enough to know, but what am I gonna do? Am I gonna not live? Am I like I'm here in what I'm in? You know what I'm saying? I'm in the situation I'm in. I'm living where I'm living. The system is where it is. It's ingrained in everything,
Yeah.
and I could very well pull away and live off the grid, as they say, and whatever. But I mean, come on, like I have not been in the woods. I do not
Right.
know about like living off the grid. I don't have that knowledge. I was not. I'm not that guy. You know what I'm saying? So being that I know that means yeah, I got to work within what I know and try to do the best I can to grow within that, and then be working on being aware of these other things that I don't know. You know, we need to get better at understanding of the vital things, agriculture and things of that nature. Like, again, those are the things that we have to start doing ourselves. Like, schools aren't going to really do that. We shouldn't really be expecting that, and we shouldn't be wanting the government to be giving more assistance to making that happen, because we're asking government to do more and more. Like I said,
Yeah.
so of course they control it now.
Yeah. Word.
You're asking them. They're hearing, hey, control how to grow food for myself so I can eat. Yeah, do that for me, cause I don't want to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's what they hear. They're like, word, sounds good. I'll do it for you, for a price,
For pride.
and for ownership of it for the rest of our lives, and yours, and your kids, and even your kids' kids. Like, they'll take. Come on now. It's like, we know that what. How can we be aware of knowing what this system is capable of, and then like be lackadaisical with things and
Yeah.
think like we're just gonna like mosey on by, but you know what I'm saying? It's just like, yo, nah. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna do it to the highest degree. If they
Mhm.
everything they can do it to, they're gonna do it to the highest degree. They're gonna take advantage of every single situation they can. They're gonna manipulate anything and
Yeah.
anyone, you know, to get
Yeah.
what they can. But that's why we gotta, like we were saying in the one episode about, you know, maintaining integrity, because that's not a very high quality thing, so to speak,
Mhm.
anymore. You know, it's like it's not as much of that. It's only like a lot more. What's great is, like we were saying, is the OGs. Seems like there's a lot more of like
Yeah.
the solidification, like with these elder statesmen that come around, and they're formulating things and starting to corral and get things a little bit more close knit. You know, like the versus joint is dope to see
Mhm.
Timbaland
Mhm.
and Swizz to put that together, and to continue that to still be going on. You know, that's a testament to just, again, yo, these are the cream of the crop. You know, these are the guys
Yeah.
that have been in the game 20 plus years, that
Word.
understand what this culture does. And if you really care about it
Yeah.
and you're doing good by it, you can eat forever. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? You should be able to eat forever, and then your kids should be able to eat off of it, and then they should be able to, you know,
Yeah.
continue the legacy and do it bigger and better, and like,
That's facts.
you know, because it's there. We know what hip hop is doing.
Mhm.
We've been saying this. You know what I'm saying? This is not new. This is like, anybody who's trying to act like they don't know that hip hop is the biggest thing moving in the world
Word.
is like, yeah, that's cool. You could, you could ignore it if you feel like you need to because it makes you feel good. But
Word.
you know, we know,
Everybody twerks.
yeah, or pops
You
or
know what
does
I'm saying?
something or says a certain word that they heard somebody say. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, everybody,
Come on, man.
everybody, yeah.
I didn't mean everybody twerks.
Nah.
I meant to
Oh
say twerking
shit.
is everywhere.
Oh
Is what I
shit,
meant. Everybody
yo.
don't fucking twerk.
Everybody be twerking out here, yo. I seen it. I seen it with my own two eyes.
Oh,
Oh
retract that
man.
shit.
Oh
No, but
man.
twerking is everywhere. Is what I meant.
Oh man.
And by that, yeah, pop
Man.
culture, hip
Yeah,
hop.
hey, that TikTok era, man. The shit got serious, man.
Yeah,
Everybody was
man.
about to be pissed off if they took TikTok away, man, because during
Fought for that thing.
this coronavirus situation, that was like their only thing, their saving grace. It's like, yo, give me TikTok. I need that. I need it in my life. Without that, what do I do with myself? Well, who am I? What how do I even maintain my life? I don't know what to do anymore. Yeah, we were talking about it's changing, you know,
Yeah,
companies and entertainment in general. Like, you
indeed.
gotta adjust. This is different, you know. What do you
It's
do?
crazy. I try. I downloaded TikTok, and I tried that shit for maybe 2 days. I'm like, I don't even know what to do with this shit, bro.
Oh
What am I looking at?
God,
These random
yeah.
ass people
Oh
just
man.
doing shit.
Yeah,
I deleted that fuck
challenges and
thing.
shit, dance challenges and
Is that
shit.
what it is? Cause I really,
Mostly, that's what I saw a lot of. It was a lot though. You could do anything really.
eh,
Um, I mean, it was like just another social media platform. It just like it started out as like a lot of like dance videos and singing
eh.
videos and things like that. It just
Okay.
was fun. It was more fun, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, Instagram started out, like they say, as like a thing that had cool filters you could use to take pictures, and that's what people were doing, was just posting pictures with cool filters. That was
Eh.
kind of what it was, like the new thing with filters and shit. And then from there they started allowing videos, and then it just progressed from there, and it just became more like documenting, you know what I'm saying,
Yeah.
and people trying so hard to like show their lifestyle and like show how cool they are and all the places they've been and all that. And TikTok is one of those things. It was like a lot more kids I think got onto it early, and so again
Mm-hmm.
they galvanized, so to speak, the platform.
Ah.
So what happened was it was like a lot of stuff was mainly just dance videos and
Yeah.
singing and whatever,
Yeah.
because kids were on it all the
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
But it's different than that now. There's a lot of stuff people doing like they call reels, where it's like you're cutting together videos where you
Oh,
do
okay.
short little segments and you cut them together and make like it into like a full video. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? And so yeah, it's getting easier and easier to edit video and share
Yeah.
video
That's
and,
a
and,
fact.
and do different things with video. And again, like we were talking about like how it's just changing the market of how people do things and how the movie companies especially, like
Mm-hmm.
you got these other people like Disney Plus and whatever else that
Yeah.
are doing stuff that's like, yo, we got to go directly to the people because
Mm-hmm.
we need to find ways to bolster a fan base, because our fan base, they didn't have to try hard,
Yeah.
so to speak. You just had the same system that they would run. They had a movie, they would put out trailers, and they
Yeah.
would just let that shit run all over the place. And then they would go and have like events, places, and
Yeah.
whatever, and do pop ups and shit like that. And then the movie would drop, and everybody would be in the movie theaters all weekend and for a week long, and they would be
Yep.
getting fucking money by the boatload. And now with COVID, I mean, people ain't going to the theaters as
Yeah.
often,
Theaters are drying up.
you know?
Certain theaters are. I know. I read something. Regal Cinemas.
Mm-hmm.
Their mother uh station is like Royal something or
Uh-huh.
something crazy.
Yeah.
But they got to close down a whole bunch of theaters because of this COVID thing, and it's,
Yeah.
movie theater shit's drying up. They're not releasing movies. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
Yeah, because
And
all movies had stopped recording.
yeah, they stopped
So
recording.
release dates had got pushed back. So that means the movie theaters weren't going to be having new movies to be putting in their theaters.
Mm-hmm.
And that meant that then they had no reason to really have the theaters open,
Yeah,
because
exactly.
nobody was going to the theaters.
Exactly. And then you got people like, or platforms like Disney Plus, which I applaud, because they did the thing with the Mulan. They remade Mulan like a live action Mulan, and they fucking kept it on the platform.
Yeah.
But even if you have a subscription to the platform, you had to pay this access uh, fee. It was
Right, like some
$30
other-
access premiere
Okay.
access thing
Yeah.
to even see the movie. So we subscribed to Disney Plus, and I'm looking at it.
Yeah.
I'm like, when are they gonna change? Yo, I've clicked it like 6 different times. Like, did they
Yeah.
change it yet? Can I
Yeah.
stream it yet?
Yeah, yeah,
No.
yeah.
$30. So I haven't seen Mulan yet.
Yeah, I haven't seen it yet, guys.
Yeah, I mean-
Just to let you know.
Yeah, no, it
No.
looks. I mean, if it's anything like the cartoon,
Look, at this point, we can
Great
usually
story.
find these things, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to, give away too much information, but I do know how to make things be found from time to
Yeah,
time
true.
on different sites and things of that nature. The internet is wild, wild west, man. And
Indeed.
if you're privy to certain keywords and phrases and whatnot to
Yeah.
type in and certain things, and then you make sure you have pop-up blockers and all these things like that,
Mhm.
you can pretty much find most movies and TV series
Yeah.
and things of that nature, like live TV. Like yesterday, Curtis was trying to watch the Eagles play, and he
Mhm.
was like, "Man, I wish I could watch it, man. It's not even on TV." I was like, "Yes, it is. It's on somebody's TV." And he was like, "Well, what I'm saying, like, I mean, what, you gonna try to find it like you did last time?" I was like, "Yeah, you could, man. Watch." In like 10, 15 minutes, I found the shit and started playing it.
Damn.
I was like, yo, it's not fucking brain surgery. It's just keywords,
Yeah.
noticing different things about what the site looks like, knowing like,
Yeah.
okay, and when you hit something, if there's too many pop up, okay, that's not a good link. Let me go somewhere else. Let me find another site, find
Yeah.
another link. Like, this shit is like easy,
Mhm.
really, because it's wide open, and it's because everybody's on the internet.
Indeed.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody's streaming or doing something or watching something somewhere, and the internet can find that link, find it, whatever, and post it and put it, and you can start just watching it.
Yeah. Thank
Like,
you.
it's not that
Yeah.
hard, and that's what we're in right now, guys. Unfortunately,
Yeah, they're
digital
teaching kids how to code.
the digital world is where it's all at, and it's getting quicker, it's getting smarter. You know what I'm saying? The system is going to start spewing out smarter, more convenient things, and it's
Yeah.
going to start tricking you into thinking things. And yeah, you better be learning how to make that shit do what you want it to do.
Indeed.
Because this computer, it's still a piece of equipment. It's a computer. You should be telling it what to do.
Utilize it.
You know what I'm saying? Make that shit work for you to get what you need.
Big back.
You know what I'm saying? Because otherwise, you'll just get into like a mundane, you know, stuck position. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
You'll just allow things to just happen and not. You'll get into what we were talking about. You'll get into just stuck on maintaining
Oh, that maintain
mentality. You know what I'm saying? Just maintaining.
Yeah.
I'm just here. You
What's
know.
happening, bro? I'm maintaining.
Yeah, just saying it like it's so unconscious. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? And I don't like to use it as if it's like it's always so serious all the time. Like every word you say, you should be so careful,
Yeah.
and because you're casting spell. Like I'm not a fucking warlock or some kind of
Yeah.
fucking witch or some shit. But what I do know is that it's very important to just be aware of like, yo, these words.
Yeah.
Think about how easily you're saying something just in passing. Like again, if you're game enough, so to speak, and you're so to speak brave, I guess,
Mm.
to want to know, listen to your speech for a week. You know what I'm saying? Like talk to yourself and record it more often, or as you're talking, just listen to the way you're hearing people around you talk and how you're responding, and just like analyze what's happening and realize like, damn, I say this a lot. The people around me say these certain words a lot too. You know what I'm saying? And I
Yeah.
unconsciously recognize that there's times that maybe I don't even want to engage, but if I stay around it long enough, I usually end up engaging.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's like a unconscious behavior. You're just acting out, feeling because you're there and it's so normal.
Yeah.
You just act, do. It's our
Mhm.
brain just trying to help us. You know what I'm saying? Like streamline a situation for you so you don't have to like be so bogged down with trying
Yeah.
to make everything work out so perfectly. Like you can just do things. It wants to make it easy for you, but it doesn't know like you may be creating, it may just be off of behavior and pattern that you've created that if you don't stop it, like it just runs its course. It runs
Indeed.
its course. You know, just engage in the same things. But it's I don't know, man. That's a tough one. That's a tough one. Like to watch,
Yeah.
you know, anybody that you can look at them and you know that the truth is they don't have any like super big ailments or like preventative things that are like making it so they can't do certain things, and yet they're so committed to the idea that it's so tough and
Yeah.
that they can't do and they don't have and because of and all these and they're so
Excuses.
convinced, you know. You don't, that's why it's like when you I see that it's like if you want to be maintaining
Yeah.
and that's your idea, I've got to I've said to you, I was like, I've got to just agree with you.
Mhm.
You know, in order to save myself the loss of time and energy of trying to get somebody to open up a little bit more and see a little bit more about what they're doing,
Yeah.
I'm not even going to engage because there's a number of things that can go on. Like I was talking to MIC. I meant to mention that too. We can
Oh,
talk about
shout
that.
out- shout out to the boy.
I did a quick pod with him too, and he was talking about gun ownership and stuff, and about how it's not about being a hero. You know,
Yeah.
you're not here to save everybody's lives. You know what I'm
Word.
saying? In a situation, it's like if you're trying to get a gun, you're here to protect yourself and your loved ones and those immediately next to you. Like that's
Mhm.
it. You're not here. You're not fucking Jean-Claude Van Damme. You're not
Right,
whoever. Like
right.
you're here to go take care of the situation you need to take care of and keep it moving. Like if need be, But that's our problem. I think we're stuck. You know what I'm saying? People are stuck, and it keeps us afraid. You know what I'm saying? It keeps us afraid. Of every little new thing. Like I said, you've removed all these challenges from yourself so much. One thing that happens in your day that's just not the same, and your day is off. You know what I'm saying? That should be an indicator. That should be an open indicator for you that if in a day you can find yourself getting like ready to be so like just and go crazy in a moment just because maybe one or two things has not gone exactly the way that you would have hoped it to have gone, or whatever you would
should
have
have gone.
Oh yeah, exactly. Should have gone, and you're reacting off of it. That should be an indicator to be like, okay, I'm bugging.
Yeah.
I'm allowing for this thing to affect me this much, and I'm making it, and I'm even feeding into it. You know what I'm saying? I'm feeding into this energy of like, oh, everything's so bad now because of this, and this is this is why my life is so bad, and this is what I'm talking about, and then like you're confirming for yourself even deeper. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? It's like, I don't know. I just think that a lot of us are, you know, way more powerful than we're truly aware of,
Oh
and,
yeah.
and we're creating
That's a
things
fact.
that could be dangerous for a lot of people. And you know what I'm saying? Like, listen to that Nas King's Disease,
Mm-hmm.
and he said that shit about, you know what I'm saying, you know, life and lessons, you know what I'm saying, and about how your words can basically be your karma, and like how these things can come
Mm-hmm.
back to haunt you, or they can, you know, help you, you know, and maybe it gets to your grandkids, you know what I'm saying, if it doesn't hit you or hit your kids, you know,
Mm-hmm.
and you don't know because you're just out here frivolous, just whatever. Who cares about tomorrow? Who cares
Yeah.
about trying to be better? Who cares about trying to do something that's bigger? Like, and because of that, you get these results that, you know, you didn't want, but you commit to anything long enough, and that's who you become. You know what I'm saying? You don't escape things just because you don't like them. Like, you
Yeah.
know, I don't like how this is, and it's because of these situations I'm in that I got to do this. And it's like, you're right, but the longer you keep setting that as your main way of thinking about it, and not having a direction of where you're trying to go, you'll just be sitting talking about this situation you're in forever. You know what I mean? Like, can't just be stuck in, you know what I'm saying, you know, in that one frame of thought, you know what I'm saying, for too long. You know what I mean? Keep your mind moving, trying to find out some new shit. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, man. You know what I'm saying? But it's like
Yeah.
these I know I don't be really, probably just rambling. Probably don't even make no
Hey,
sense.
no.
But
I'm
it's, I
with,
feel
I'm
like
with you, bro.
I feel like Jewels though. I feel like Jewels. What did Jewels say on the joint,
uh,
yo? Yo,
you know,
sometimes in life there's things you can avoid. You know, you just gotta
just gotta avoid them.
avoid them. You know.
Yeah.
Hey, rappers, they be the rhetorical rappers. They give you like those those lines that are like,
Yeah.
who else do shit like that, yo? They be like, yo, Nas sometimes, yo, that's the OG, but he be the way he lead into a track sometimes, like it don't be like it don't be no if he it seems
Yeah.
like he don't be knowing what to say.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
he's just trying to say something just to
And
start the
the
track.
end at the end too.
Yeah, and at the end sometimes too. Yeah. But that's
Man,
like, yo, they're great writers though. It's like,
word.
so what? They don't fucking have
I
fucking
just don't like
incredible
talking.
intros and
I
shit
do that
or
shit. I
whatever.
don't know what the fuck to
Yeah,
say.
I am the same way a lot of times too, yo.
I hate
Like
talking
on the
at the
spot, I don't
beginning
be
of it.
knowing.
Yeah.
Later on, I'll think of like 16 other things. Like, yo, it would have been dope if I would have
Yeah,
done this.
if I
or
would have
would've
said,
said-
damn, I should have said this
But
shit.
when I'm there, I'd be like, I don't know, man. Whatever. Start the track.
Don't say shit. It was fucking 6 bars of silence,
Yeah.
8 bars of silence.
Yeah. I feel
Yeah, I'm
you.
gonna come back later. I don't do
Exactly.
shit.
That's my shit too. Like, yo, I'm here for these bars. I'm here to get these bars off, and then I'll come back and add in all these other things. Like, I don't know about, and it's because I don't be knowing what I really want, so to speak. I know, but I would feel better if I wasn't trying
Yeah.
to figure it out while I was there. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, that's
Yeah.
something that has to happen naturally. I don't want to try to write that down and script it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And have it so I'm scripting these lines that I'm like. This has to be a feeling that I'm getting, a
Mhm.
thought that I'm having. Like,
And I think it comes with having the song down more too. You know
yeah,
what I'm saying? Practicing
definitely.
and having,
You're right.
you know, to heart more
Yeah.
versus going in with a, you know, fairly new, and you don't even really know how you're gonna voice it and lay it down, let alone what kind of shit you're gonna talk in the beginning of it. You know what I mean? How you gonna
Yeah.
intro it?
For sure.
You know?
I mean, and you feel it different once you said once you really really know it.
Yeah.
Like, you can go in there and even before you go in there, if you're doing it enough, like repeating it to yourself at home, you're like rehearsing it and getting it right,
Mhm.
an ending of some sort might come to you, the way you
Indeed.
might want it to sound or what you might want to say or whatever might come to you. And so then when you get in there, you at least have a direction
Yeah.
of when you finish your verse, you know what you there's a couple of key points you want to hit,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying, to finish off the song or whatever. But I'm in the zone recently and just been more like and like I've been telling you, like movie clips and stuff, and like finding interviews and shit like
Yeah.
that on YouTube, and cutting out certain things. Like, that's more, to me, it's like somebody might be able to say what I'm thinking about better, or there's somebody who said it before me that I
Mm-hmm.
think I'm trying to say what they said and I may not be hitting it right, or I'm not as well versed, or how people like to get their information from people they feel are well studied in something, or
Yeah.
that have more clout or have more recognition or whatever. So it's like I could say the same things and with the same conviction, even as somebody who's big named or
Mm-hmm.
whatever, but it won't mean the same. Somebody won't get it. They
Right.
won't. They won't care that I said it. But somebody else could say it right after me, and they'd be, "Oh my God, did you
Yeah.
hear what he just
Yeah.
said? That was amazing." It's like that's just the nature of things. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? You got to kind of, like we were saying, sometimes you got to eat it up. Unfortunately, when you're doing things and you see what you know to be great in your head, like you have a vision for something,
Yeah.
you got to be the one to push it. You got to be the one to like pull those people you need to come around and get into this thing with you to do these parts, because it's like you have the vision. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They may not have it. You know what I'm saying? It's not to say that they don't have vision and that they can't see something, but this thing that you're trying to do, you have it. You're the one that's clear on what it needs to be and what it needs
Mm-hmm.
to look like and how it needs to sound and all these things and whatnot. So when you figure that out, then you're like, all right, cool. I don't really like to sometimes have to do this, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
I'll make that call a couple more times, or I'll make sure so and so knows that thing that he's supposed to know again, or I'll make sure so whatever.
Yeah. Word.
Like it is what it is. You just gotta suck it up. Because I remember a video with Gary Vee talking about that, how you know uh like big owners or GMs and stuff of companies and whatnot will get upset and want to say about how they feel like, what do I do to get my employees to work as hard as me? And he's like, you don't.
Right.
They don't own the company. Why would they? What will make you think that they're going to work as hard as you when you own the company?
Yeah.
They don't own the company. What stake are you giving them in the company?
Right.
Are they partners? You know what I'm saying? Do
Right.
they own stock in the company or something? I mean, what are you doing that makes them feel like they should want to work that hard for you?
Mm-hmm.
If you're not,
and
if
rather
that,
than own their own shit.
right, and if that's not your mentality, then that's your fault. And if you can't take that stance, then you're probably not going to be a very strong, powerful, successful, real powerful and real successful, CEO or owner or anything, because you want to run something, then that means you're in charge.
Mm-hmm.
You're the head. You're the one who has to be busting his ass. You're there early and leaving late. That's
Yeah.
your job. That's what you do because you own this.
Yeah.
It belongs to you, not
Word.
them. And until you're willing to part ways with that idea and break bread with people and do things like what Tesla has done and what some other companies have done, where they give you stake in the company.
Mm-hmm.
People were like, oh, Tesla gave, somebody tweeted or said something about him and how he gave all these wage cuts, you know what I'm saying, and cut people's wages and shit like that and whatnot. And then he came back and was like, yeah, that's because I gave them all stake in my company. That's why.
Yeah.
It's like I'm playing the long game. I know what these people are capable of. I respect them enough. I value them. I think that they serve an incredible purpose to my business.
Mm-hmm.
I think they deserve it. I think they deserve to own part of this company because they're making it.
Yeah.
They're making
Shareholders.
They're making it.
Indeed.
So yeah, that's how you eat for life. And that's what the new game is.
Yeah.
If you're not trying to be that sort of a business, to that sort of business model, then you'll succeed. No, it's not gonna never go. It's not gonna like go away forever. I don't think it may not ever go away. But just that mentality of more of this old school of rule by an iron fist, and I'm the company owner, and you should bust your fucking ass for me. Like that type of shit needs to fucking go. And if it doesn't, then we're gonna start seeing things switch in a lot of different directions, where people are gonna, like you said, start joining up and making smaller companies, start joining forces with other companies where they like do tandem companies, and they start working. One has one part of the business, the other one has the other part, so they join and make one company together, and then they do a bigger, then they corporatize themselves.
Yeah.
We're gonna watch as the game changes
Yeah.
before our eyes, because people are gonna get tired. They're gonna be like, word, this is what we're doing, fine, that's fine, don't worry about it. I'll just learn how to go and get some good lines of credit with some people,
Yeah.
join up a team of people, we'll buy up some homes, go get some, real estate somewhere else, start up another business. Like, we'll just do it ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
Because, that's really what the game should be about anyways. Everybody wins when everybody's winning. That's what the problem is. Like,
Exactly. I saw that shift with rappers a long time ago.
yeah.
Like everybody just started to work with each other. Like, why not? There's so
Yeah.
much money out here to get. We can all get it.
Yeah.
You get on my song, I get on your song. We get on his song.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
It's the same idea, same principle.
Let's get in the room together, you know what I'm saying? And let's chop it up. And we'll find out that we usually are a lot more alike than we think. You know what I'm saying? We just make music differently, you know what I'm saying? But that doesn't mean that we can't get together and figure out what we can make together, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, it just takes time to figure out why certain things would work, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, you got to get in the room with people, there's a lot of that still needs to happen. I can like somebody's music from afar, but not quite know who they are enough. You know what I'm saying?
indeed.
Their lyrics can tell me some aspects of who they are, but it still doesn't tell me enough until I get to be around you and see just how you are as a person, just hanging out with people. How do you greet people, or how do you, whatever, just your mannerisms and things. And that's when I can be like, all right, cool, yeah, we can kick it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We can do some music, but that's a hard thing to get into. I think at first, like, we all like our comfort zones. We were saying the whole thing about maintaining. We get stuck in a place where we love how we feel when we're in certain environments, and we get to be and do certain things, so we just get stuck in that. But the world is big. You know what I'm saying? And though it's always great and important to have a solid circle of people and strong roots or whatever you want to call it, but it's important that you got to stretch out. You know what I'm saying? And you got to be willing to figure out these other things and be in these other environments and try these other things. And that's what we're working on. You know what I'm saying? I think we're all, pushing ourselves to just keep going. You know what I mean? So I don't know, man. I think we coming close to time, right? I think we.
Yeah, I don't know. I fucked up.
Uh,
I didn't hit the timer.
It's we don't gotta time nothing, man. Cause this is look, guys, this is impromptu, basically. Y'all gotta understand, man. This was not this is not like a understood thing. Like,
Excuse me.
I just happened to go by
This is an emergency pod.
his crib for young Cam's 9th birthday to just say what's up. And then he told me what the situation was. I was like, well, if we got to make it happen tonight, then I guess we got to make it happen tonight. So that's what we'll do.
Yeah, we're making it happen, man. Hold on. I'm going to check it out.
I think we good, man. I don't think we got to keep really talking too much. Even if it's a little bit shorter episode, that's fine, man. People got to work with us, man. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? We new to this, and we true to this, though, because we just out here. We just doing what we do and providing some good conversation about life, man, about everything, really. Again, that's why, chime in with us, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Let me know. I see a couple people. Glue says what's up every once in a while. Chris, you know what I'm saying? She say what's up from time to time. Dre, he says what's up from time to time in the comments and stuff. Some of these people, man, like, everybody else, man, you ain't gotta. I literally know that I'm a recluse at nature. I don't really like to be at will to everybody, so to speak. I make myself scarce on purpose a lot of times, but I just want to chop it up with people in a format where we can all feed off of each other. That's what I think that I like about podding, and the idea of having comments open and people just free will to just come and discuss things, because it gives it more of a format of like, we've already kind of started the conversation. You know what I'm saying? Now you just kind of tell me what you feel about these things.
2 cents.
And now we can continue from there and just continue, and vice versa. It's like, it helps everybody, I think, in this world that we're in, to help. Like Chris said that, one of the episodes, I think it was the episode 4, The Matrix's Whiteness. Yeah. And she was like, these are the kind of conversations that need to happen. I'm like, well, yeah, that's what this is about. Like, we're in a time where it makes sense for people to just talk more. Fuck, who cares if you're always right or wrong? Just get into rooms, start figuring out how to have conversations, even if it's people you've known for years or people you haven't known. Just get around, like, start having conversations to open up your mind to the world, because there's people walking around with stories that you would never know.
Word.
That could help you, you know what I'm saying, and give you another understanding about things. And we're missing that element because I don't know, we're stuck on our phones and shit, stuck on
Yeah.
technology and shit. Like
Word.
fucking Jay Electronica said that shit on his album, the Patents of Nobility. Something about, you know what I'm saying? We, you know what I'm saying, can't even talk to somebody on the elevator, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or we stand to the side when we're going up on an escalator. You know what I'm saying? You can't stand in the middle.
Mm.
You know what I mean? Like just a natural feeling of inadequacy, or like a feeling of like we hunch a lot, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And like we look down a lot, and we, you know what I'm saying,
Mm-hmm.
it's a lot of that with a lot of people, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Everybody seems to be on edge or uneasy, you know what I'm saying? Not all the time, but
No, no, I
but
get it though.
it does seem to be like a general rise in sort of that sort of doing way of doing things, of just
Yeah.
kind of being a lot more nonchalant and kind of just mind your business, turn your head, don't look, don't
Mm-hmm.
say, don't think, whatever, and now especially everybody walking around with masks, you know what I'm
Oh
saying,
yeah.
it's a lot more hard to read people, to know
Mm-hmm.
if they're angry, they're upset, they're not, they're whatever. Like, you don't know, you know
Yeah,
what I'm
no.
saying?
I try to do this thing with my eyes when I smile, like
Yeah,
just
I
so they
try to
know.
too.
Like, yeah,
But
I'm
then
really
at the same,
smiling under
but then
here.
at the same time, you don't know what
You
they could
really
be
don't
thinking
know.
you're
Yeah,
doing. They could be looking
word.
at you like, "Why the fuck are you
The
looking at
fuck
me?"
is wrong with this guy's
Yeah,
eyes? It wasn't that funny.
yeah.
Why is he smiling?
Why is his eyes smiling? What's wrong with his eyes?
Yeah, I fucking hate this mask thing, man. But I'd rather
We
be
gotta be
safe than
safe,
sorry.
man. Yeah,
You
that's
know
what
what I
they
mean?
say, man. We gotta be safe, I guess, man.
Rather
And
be
the
safe
game
than
is
sick.
the game has changed, man.
Word.
Good God Almighty, if we would have known.
And then it got me thinking, like, my conspiracy shit, just to, throw one out there. You know how they say the aliens, if you believe in
Okay,
the way the aliens with the heads and the eyes, like they said,
I would imagine they have heads and eyes.
yeah,
Yes.
yeah, yeah. But
And,
like, okay, like the one alien said, the reason their eyes were like black and bulgy is because there was
they spent so much time in space.
no, but it was because they were humans at one point, but we had to adjust to the way that
I
Earth
seen that
went. You
video.
know
I
what I'm
seen that
saying?
video. Yeah,
Because of
that shit
nuclear
was
shit.
eerie.
So fucking, they put on sunglasses and then their faces melted somehow, and then the glasses like covered their
Oh,
eyes, and
I've
then
never
there's
seen
like
that
skin
one.
regrew over that. That's how they can blink, and like. Yeah, it's just a bunch of nuclear shit that happened. You know what I'm saying? So imagine if we walking around with masks and sunglasses on and some nuclear shit.
Bro, my mind just got blown. My mind is blown.
Yeah, that's where I'm at with it, bro.
Yo, that was not
Like,
even the
it
same
freaks me
video I
out
was
with the
thinking
mask.
of.
I'm pretty sure, it's the fucking
Wow.
the one he's talking about. They ask him about death and God and all that stuff, and he's like, no, that's not true. And blah, blah.
Now I
You've
think
seen the video.
I have, but it's like I don't
But
remember
I'm
that part.
yeah, I'm
Yo, my
pretty
mind
sure
is
he
blown.
said like they
Cause
wore
I don't,
sunglasses.
I don't remember that part. I definitely remember though that he was talking about like how he was actually human from the future,
Yeah.
and he actually is not an alien from this time. He's
Mhm.
from the future. He's us from the
Just
future,
have evolved.
and just came back to check on us before we fucked everything up again, basically. And
Yeah.
I imagine that makes more sense than
That makes a
anything.
lot of sense
That
to
like,
me, man.
yeah, it makes way more sense than the idea that there's these aliens that are from some far off planet or some shit like that. That doesn't sound right to me. I don't know. It sounds more like, and again, like our idea of aliens is so it's rudimentary. It's
Mhm.
most of the time. It's
And our
very
idea
it's
of
very
time.
yeah. It's very human. It's just human. It's so. There's no other way to explain it. Like, because I would imagine any other thing that's in this universe with us doesn't understand why humans think the way they think, because they're like, y'all are humans, so, and we don't do human shit.
Mhm.
We never were humans. We don't know what that means. We don't understand that.
Yeah.
Like, they're bigger than, you know what I'm saying? I imagine aliens, like you said, to be more like some other form of something. Us maybe evolved, or
Yeah.
just something that's been here even before humans. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Something that's bigger than
Word.
all of that. You know what I'm saying? That we never thought of. You know what I'm saying? We call them, people have probably called them angels, but they're deeper than that even. They're not
Yeah.
just some human. Everything is so human. It's so personified. Everything has to
Indeed.
have a human form and look like human, and God is human, and all these other things are human and human, and they have humanoid looking aliens. The aliens stand upright on two.
Yeah.
Like, all this stuff is like, why do we think that? Why we have such an obsession with ourselves? We have no
Mhm.
idea that there's anything other than us. We couldn't even imagine.
Word.
It's impossible for there to be anything more in depth than us, and
Yeah.
that's what our own problem is. We're so
Yeah.
confused. We're stuck on our own damn selves, and we can't see past our own selves. So here we are stuck, just arguing about dumb shit all the time, like just making up problems for each other,
Yeah.
just so we can be angry, just so we don't have to do it again, making another excuse so we don't have to evolve and go
Mhm.
to that next place where things get better
Yeah.
and more advanced. And no, let's do it slow. It's more fun that way.
Mm.
No, let's not do it too much. I don't want to do too much. Like, what?
Yeah.
We've been here how long and we still doing this same shit? Y'all
Mhm.
still not ready to do nothing else? Y'all still want to get that shit? We getting there though. We getting
Yeah.
there. We getting there. We getting a little bit smarter. We getting a little bit more advanced.
We should be,
Flying cars and shit, man, for real.
man.
All types of shit. You know what I'm saying?
I don't want to get into that. Not flying cars, but just where we should be as a country and education and all that shit.
Oh yeah,
You know
yeah.
what I
But
mean?
that's
Yeah,
again, that's
another conversation, man.
that's a human thing. That's a human thing, like I said, and that's a systemic problem
Yeah.
that's been around that
Indeed.
it's deeper than just yeah, it's changed the world.
Yeah.
It's like no, it's changed human beings because they're not really advancing anywhere right now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We're stuck
Indeed.
in this spot that's comfortable. You know what I'm saying? For some, and very uncomfortable for most. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? And it's just the way it's been. You know what I mean? That's why I was like, yo, we gonna make some shit happen. We making this generation is making this shit rumble. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? Making shit fucking change, making people get out of their seats and get uncomfortable with
Yeah.
everybody else. You know what I'm saying? And learn like, yo, shit's moving out here and
Yeah.
it's right beneath your feet. And what you think you don't have to deal with, it's gonna come up at some point and you're gonna have to deal with it. And then what are you gonna do?
Mhm.
You know what I mean? It's not, you can't just hide away at home or on your computer or anything. You can't anymore. Like you gotta fucking stand up. It's
Yeah.
not if you stand on some fuck shit, then stand on it and get hit in the face, I
Yeah.
guess, and then
at least
deal with it.
you stand on the side of the line at that
Yeah.
point. You're not, faking some shit and then confusing people.
Yeah,
Because that's the last thing people need is more confusion.
yeah,
So much misinformation and shit going on right now. Let's be real.
Yeah.
You
break it down, man. You know what I'm saying?
know?
Just be prepared to put your hands up.
Indeed.
You know what I'm saying? That's,
Indeed.
that's all you need to know.
Yeah.
Like you can't control other people's reactions. Okay,
Word.
that's all I can say is that if you need to say what you need to say, that's right. But understand there are things that come with everything. So
Mhm.
understand what you're saying, but be willing. Like sometimes you just got to get hit in the face. You know what I'm saying? Because otherwise, you may not know what else you're supposed to
Indeed.
not say anymore, and then you'd figure it out pretty quick after that.
Yeah.
It might work
More
out for
people
you.
need to get snuffed.
Yeah.
You know?
It helps out a lot of times. It gives people a new perspective.
That's real.
Get your clock clean real quick.
What
I'm saying? Time and get right
Caught
quick.
a nice one in a while.
Get you an ass bag.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Well, you know what, man? On that note, we'll get out of here, man. This is
Yeah.
probably the most rough, rugged, run down version of a
Hey.
podcast episode we've had
Man,
so
this
far.
might be the golden one, the golden ticket.
It could be,
you know?
man. Or it could be the shit stain on the fucking podcast of life.
Fuck it, man.
But that's fine. I love both of those things because it's all subjective.
Yeah.
Everybody's gonna make their own mind up anyways.
Word.
And so I'm with it all. Don't matter to me.
Word up, man.
This is episode 7, I guess, of the words of the podcast. And yeah, man. That's it, man.
Yeah, man.
It's still the greatest podcast you ever heard in your whole time
Peace,
life, though.
man.
That's all you need to know.